Hello, my name is Brian Kuhn, and I am the Chief Operating Officer at Infrascale, and I'm very grateful to have this opportunity to talk to you today. This is the third time, as Stephen said, of Infrascale presenting at one of these field day events. This time we're here to talk about our updated disaster recovery product, IBDR, but more specifically, how it meets the needs of our customers. So today I'm going to present to you in three parts. One part doing the obligatory, please let us introduce ourselves as a company. One part to introduce you to our disaster recovery product and an overview. And then we're going to use three parts to do a deep dive around our customers and more specifics around how that product addresses their needs. So without any further fanfare, I'm going to go into the company. So I'm going to start this slide in an unusual place. I'm going to go to the bottom. Everything that Infrascale does starts with our customers and their data. So we are a data protection company. Our focus is backup and disaster recovery, and we do some security and ransomware mitigation beyond that. We strive for those customers to rely and trust us to protect their data, to secure it, to have confidence that their business will move forward in a disaster of any size. So in fact, that's actually our company vision. With that keen eye on customer data and the framing of data protection and backup and disaster recovery, it's probably no surprise that our mission statement is to eliminate downtime and data loss. With our emphasis of serving customers and protecting their data, we treat it like it's our own. And that's our vision for the realization of the philosophy for that to take hold and to be recognized as the most trusted data protection provider. So before we go too far beyond the mission, let's tell you a little bit about the company. We were founded in 2011. We acquired two companies for technology reasons. We are currently headquartered just outside Washington, D.C. in Ruston, Virginia, and we have a global presence. We're in not only the US, but also in the Ukraine and India. And at current time, we're about 170 employees, and those employees are actually the lifeblood of our company. They are who realizes that trust and the front line of dealing with our customers. So I'm going to lead into then what our customer philosophy is, and this is our customer support philosophy specifically. We are focused on 4 points, 4 P words. The first is being predictable. So we want to ensure that any time that a customer contacts us, whether it's for reactive support or to reach out to say hi, that there's always a reliable response time, that there is a reliable set of feedback, that you can count on us with a clock in terms of how we are going to come back to you and respond. Further, that we're your partner side by side with you, working through as a dependable friend and being predictable just like your best friend. The second thing, and you should want this of all customer support, is someone who is proficient. So we are experts in our field. We want to own that issue from beginning to end and make sure it's resolved as quickly and seamlessly as possible. P for personal. So Infrascale support we call people powered. So we want to make sure that our customers are not ever treated like a number or a metric to be achieved, that we are human beings dealing with human beings to make sure that we are resolving issues together. We know that your success is our success, and especially since we're doing disaster recovery, that a human touch is more important than ever because you're in a state of emergency most of the time. Last P, proactive. Our services are all inclusive in terms of including not only the product and the service, but also the onboarding. And as part of our onboarding process, we do some training. We introduce you to your customer success representatives, and we make sure that we reach out to you in advance of any issues that you might be occurring, hopefully before they occur to you. We think these 4 philosophy points are pretty good. And in fact, they've treated us really well in the past year. We've actually won 4 awards, Stevie Awards, American Business Awards, Golden Bridge Awards, either for our entire customer service organization, our leader, and our training professional. So that's a little bit about who the company is and a little bit about our customer service philosophy. But let's talk actually about the product, because we're here to talk about our product today. Infrascale has a portfolio of 3 product lines. The first is Infrascale Cloud Application Backup. It is SaaS backup. So think Microsoft 365, Google Workplace, Salesforce, Box, Dropbox. And in protecting those, we're trying to close the retention gap between what the service provider provides default out of the box and what your organization probably needs for the sake of legal, corporate, or other reasons. So SaaS backup. The second product line we have is called Infrascale Cloud Backup. That is our endpoint backup product. So think laptops, desktops, mobile devices. This is direct to cloud file and folder backup. This is also where the bulk of our ransomware detection and remediation lies. So today's presentation is about our third product line, Infrascale Backup and Disaster Recovery. You can think of this as server backup, but beyond that, this is disaster recovery or disaster recovery as a service, more specifically, to protect and to be able to spin up your critical server functions in the cloud when you need them to keep your business operations flowing. And in this capacity, we'll be talking about some of the highlights here in the next section, but needless to say, we're pretty darn fast. And we're optimized for VMware and Hyper-V, and we'll get into some details here, so please hang on. So this is our mission vision. This is our customer support philosophy. This is our products. This presentation is about our customers and their needs, so let's introduce you to them. So we currently partner with MSPs and VARs. We have over 1,000 partners that are our trusted channel to help touch companies that are in need of disaster recovery and data protection. We have over 65,000 companies being protected with over 280,000 petabytes of data under management.
Hey, Brian, this is
Yes,
Ray. Could you go back to the prior slide?
Sure.
The SaaS backup, like Salesforce, Microsoft Office, Workspace, Box, and Dropbox, they all kind of claim to have backups already of your data. And how does your solution add to that capability?
So each of those solutions has very limited time duration to which they're actually storing those backups. So that's actually one of the value stories that we have for that product line, is to ensure that whatever corporate compliance or legal compliance you have, it's likely they are not meeting it for you. And
so like you had 7-year requirements or something like that.
Absolutely. And in the case of Salesforce, they actually stopped supporting their backup product.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Yep. Great.
Brian,
yes, sir.
Another question. So you have 3 products. Are they actually 3 different products separated in terms of interface, deployment models and everything, or are just they 3 different SKUs that you can sell to your customers, and the interface and the platform is the same?
Love your question. So these are 3 different product lines to solve 3 different needs, but they are all unified by a single pane of glass for management. So it's how we sell it, not how it's supported. Great question. Let me dig in a little bit further. Let me introduce you to our customers. We'll do a deep dive on backup and disaster recovery, and we'll get to some more questions for you. So 1,000 partners, 65,000 protected companies, lots of storage that we're protecting. Infrascale, because we're selling to partners, we are selling either to managed service providers or to value-added resellers. That is 99% of our sales. Like we are not a direct customer base. Only in rare occasions do we have direct customers where we take it over when an MSP goes out of business or something like that. So our primary channel strategy is to sell through partners and have them be our trusted partners to deliver our services. In turn, who they are selling to is small and medium businesses or mid-sized businesses. So in today's presentation, I want to take this context and talk either about the customers we're selling to or the ones they're selling to walk through stories. And in that capacity, I'm actually going to take the MSPs and split them up. I'm going to talk about the difference between smaller MSPs and larger MSPs. And in this chain here in the blue row is how our customers will start to scale with their size and how and who they are serving on the red line. So there will be 3 sections that follow our disaster recovery presentation. The first will be about small and medium businesses served by small MSPs. The next will be about small and medium businesses served by larger MSPs. And the third section will be about mid-sized businesses. So just to wet your whistle and set your mind about how we're going to organize today.